Hi gang, so a little over a year ago I posted a tutorial on how to perform this move right here, Triquetra versus Pendulum as a weave rather than as a wall plane move, because as it turns out it is way easier to perform as a weave. In the years since then, however, I've learned a much easier way to teach this particular move, so I thought I would share it with you guys here. And that is that we're going to start with a Superman. If you haven't already, please check out my my video on how to perform the one-handed Superman, which I believe was recorded like a year and a half or more ago. We're going to need to add an additional step onto this in that we're going to try and perform this as a 4-beat Superman rather than as a simple 2-beat. The 2-beat, of course, your hand is always reaching to the opposite end of your pelvis that your pinky end poi is headed to. When you perform this as a 4-beat, however, you get to give it an extra beat on each side of your body. So for instance, as I am crossing over to my right hand hip, my left hand poi is over here, or rather my pinky end poi is over here on my left hip, I'm going to let that pinky end poi go out around to the back end of my right hip before bringing my hand over, like so. Now the thing is that same elastic tension that makes the 2-beat Superman work, that is, having the line go across your hips, works every bit as much doing this 4-beat. It's just that that point of tension occurs around the back side of your hips rather than in front of them, as in the 2-beat, right? So what you want to be able to do is get in those 2 beats, 1, 2, 1, 2, on each side of your body as you're performing the Superman, right? Now the good news is if you've gotten this far, the rest of it is super duper easy. Namely, as I'm performing this, what I'm going to start to do is on the first beat on each side of my body, I'm going to lift my hand up, like so. So on the upbeat of that first beat on my right hand side and on my left hand side, whoops, I'm going to pop my hand up towards my head. It's still a 4-beat, and I come down on that second beat, but otherwise, it's the exact same move, right? Once that gets to feel relatively stable, try and keep your hand far enough away from your body that that pinky end poi doesn't wind up touching your hips as it's bouncing back and forth. And guess what? You have just automatically wound up performing that Triquetra versus Pendulum accidentally. It turns out these moves are pretty much the exact same move, which is great because it gives you a quick opportunity to switch back and forth between them. If, say, you want to go with a Superman, and then a 4-beat Superman, and then that Triquetra versus Pendulum move. They all interlink together like this, which I think is pretty awesome. Anyhow, so thank you guys for watching. I hope some of y'all out there appreciate this nice little trick for learning this move, and I will see you guys soon. Peace. This video right here was made thanks to the kind contributions of these folks right here. They found me at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signed up to make a contribution every month. By doing so, they got access to a whole bunch of extra footage from the videos that I put out every month, plus which, a number of really awesome rewards. If you or anybody that you know has learned something from one of the videos that I've put out, please consider going to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up to be a supporter. Thank you.